The question is, does corporate governance good for business? Does corporate governance increase in income? This thing has been discussed when before we go into IPO. And we answer yes. And it's proven. Since the time of our listing 16 years ago, if you have invested 1 million pesos during our IPO, that 1 million is now worth almost 9 million today. That's about 8.5 times. Because through the leadership of our chairman, that time is Mr. Henry C. Sr., he believed in transparency. He believes that anything that we decide, the family decide, the first question to be asked is, how would this affect our minority shareholder? If it is negative effect to our minority shareholder, that's the end of the discussion. So he would rather give more income to our minority rather than to the family. So
Mm-hmm.
it's transparency. You know, about 10 or 8 years ago, when we go into roadshow, international roadshow, the question is always about profit. It's about, how much dividend, etc. In the last 3, 4 years, most of the major investor has now a different mindset and looking at a company. The question now is, what do you do for your society? What do you contribute for sustainability? What do you do for environmental? And what is your corporate governance, not only to the shareholder, to us in SM? We have corporate governance to our shareholder, both minority and majority. We have corporate governance to our customer that we should give money, value for their money. We have corporate governance to our banks. We should pay them on time. We have corporate governance to our government. We should follow the rules and regulation if we want a clean, peaceful environment. All these things
Mm-hmm.
taken together, that's how we were able to grow years and years. And now the investor are demanding not just the financial statement, they are now demanding a comprehensive reliability annual report. Meaning to say, starting 2020, SM report is not only the financial statement audited by the auditor, but rather it's part of the annual report which consists of
Mm-hmm.
our social responsibility, our environmental responsibility, and our sustainability taken together in one report. That's what the future investor is demanding now because they see that we as a people, if we don't take care of our environment, of our sustainability, then the next pandemic will not be this pandemic of COVID, but it will be a disaster pandemic. You have typhoon, flood, earthquake, etc. If we don't take care of our planet. And each businessman, each
Mm.
one of us should share that responsibility.